Many of King Diamond songs have the same style of lyric writing, songwriting, so to speak, where the lyrics are literally repeated a couple of times more. In this case, also the story was already told, but then King Diamond goes ahead and repeats it all over again. So there's not much value added in there, and it's sad. The music is absolutely brilliant. I must say that I often confuse the artist King Diamond as a band. It's not a band, it's a man who gets his name
right
in on every album cover. It's not the musicians. So sadly, even though the patron has given us the list of musicians, sadly nobody knows these musicians that well. Just as many other artists, whether it's Bruce Springsteen, Billy Idol, they have their regular musicians, but sadly nobody knows those musicians. Many a time, now when it comes to Billy Idol and Bruce Springsteen, they also play the guitar. Especially Bruce Springsteen, he is known to play the guitar as well as sing. Same with Dave Matthews Band. He is known to play the guitar all the time while he sings. Yeah. So he has a pretty strong place. Then you can say it's Dave Matthews Band. Of course, he calls himself Dave Matthews Band, not just Dave Matthews. And also Bruce Springsteen has also got his band. Don't remember the name right now. But King Diamond gets all the credit when on this album, more than most others I've heard of King Diamond, the musicians have a very strong role to play. The story seems so weak till now, where the wolf, it's like a third grade, C grade movie that we are watching and we are listening to the story of.
Narrated
so it's like a C grade, third grade movie which we are listening to the story of being narrated. So there's nothing much for me so far. The fourth song has come, in fact the title song of this album, the title track, and it's just fallen flat on its face. Lyrically that is. But the music is just wow. The music is strong. It's like the church of music, church of heavy metal music. Wow. Led by the drummer, led by the guitarist, of course, and mainly Andy LaRock, they deserve a name. They need to be featured on the songs. It should be called King Diamond featuring Andy LaRock, because this album so far, and I'm sure it's going to be the same pretty much till the end of the album, it's going to fall flat on its face lyrically. Yes, King Diamond's vocals, the usual thing, but without this music, King Diamond is absolutely nothing. When I listened to him in this year 2000, he's absolutely nothing. There are plenty of people now who can really sing well. I mean, considering the icons of the rock world, metal world, plenty of them, even in their 70s, they sing and perform so well, as we can see these days after the pandemic, or most of the pandemic is done. So, yeah, there's nothing special about King Diamond on this one. But the music is just too impressive, and it's really, really sad that I have to say that King Diamond should have given credit on the title of the song. Each song where the guitarist plays such a, or the musicians played such a phenomenal role. He should have given this band a name, because it's not fair to them. They are what is selling, or how has sold this album till date, probably. Not King Diamond alone.
For me, it was sort of, I was, no, it's not always about the music for me. And I think for both of us, that goes. So a lot was happening in the lyrics. I don't know which way to go about it. I do know the stance of King Diamond when it comes to believing in the power of God, or some the superior power, and he definitely seems to be on the other side of it. But then get God involved and then do all kinds of things that mostly are considered taboo sort of thing. And why do it? I really question all that. But that's his choice that he has made over here. So if you choose to do all of this, right? Nobody is forcing you, nobody asked you, nobody most probably demanded, but you have chosen to do all of this. And when people say anything against, then the artists say there is no freedom or there is no liberty of doing, but you chose each of it, right? So why do you question when the person also expresses the same way with the freedom and liberty to express? So I don't know what all is happening. It actually was more of a lust record of or account of someone being narrated. That is what it was happening. Angel, 3 times he said that. Angel,
4 times.
Was it 4? Okay. Angel,
Where are you now?
where are you now? So yeah, his imaginations are running wild. I wonder what all to happen in the house of God. What all will be happening? We don't know this God and whatever he has created. There are a number of gods, and God is everywhere. So it doesn't matter. I mean, to be honest and to be real. Nothing is sinful as well. In Christianity, physical relationship or intimacy is considered sinful, but then why should it be? So all of that is a different thing. But challenging the thought process of so many people and creating something like that, it's also being sort of edgy.
For me, it's funny because when you have an anti-God artist making anti-God songs, clearly anti-God songs, it's funny to hear, because when it's so weakly done, obviously nobody's going to believe you. So you're anyhow doing a disservice to your own reputation. So King Diamond in this case, clearly very shallow songwriting, and of course he must have paid the price for it, I'm sure, in more ways than one, as far as his career went after all this. So yeah, I mean, definitely there are enough atheists there are enough anti-God, anti-Christ people out there. Unfortunately, there are no other gods too much, because if they actually make an anti-A album, I'm sure what will happen to them will be nothing less than what is going on, what happened recently in the attacks in Israel. Brutal, shameful attacks in Israel by heartless creatures.
Let's move on then.